let's have a talk with all the bloggers in the battle rap culture. How to judge battles.
I said I speak my mind. Anything I seek, I find.
Alright, hopefully I got y'all attention now. There's a lot of stuff that I want to walk through. There's a bunch of clips I'm going to show y'all. I'm even going to dig into the stash and show y'all some of my own personal collection to make my point. Bear with me to the end of the blog because we're going to go through a lot of shit. And by the end, you're going to understand everything that I'm trying to say. I'm going to connect all the dots for you. Trust me. Before we hop into this though, quick r.b.e. business. Allow me this moment. Yo, tickets are on sale. We got a 2-day event coming up, September 5th and September 6th, Labor Day weekend. If you're not leaving New York, this is the place to be. Alright, Blood, Sweat, and Tears 3 is going to be crazy epic battles. It's already booked up. Same thing as Live for Soul 2. After Live for Soul 2, we're going straight into a day party. Alright? It's time to have a little bit more fun with this. So come on out, enjoy these battles, and then right after Live for Soul 2, we're jumping straight into the day party. We're gonna crank that music up, come dance, come drink, grab you a table, grab you a bottle, come take pictures, come politic, come exchange numbers, come network, all of that with your favorite battle rappers, league owners, fans, everybody that's in the building. We're gonna have a good time. Cop those tickets, man. This weekend is gonna be stupid. Alright, y'all, let's walk through these eras of battle rap for MC. Keyword MC. We're gonna get into these examples and all that type of shit. Let's start in 1981. The first known documented battle, to my knowledge, Busy B versus Kool Moe Dee.
Busy B represented the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Bob-a-de-bob, dang-a-dang, diggy-dig. Busy B was a battle MC. He just battled in the old-fashioned way, which was to basically who can rock the party the most.
Comes along Kool Moe Dee, who's more of a traditional rapper. He wants that title. He wants that trophy that night. He wants to beat and out Busy B. What does he do? He changes the style of battle rap to a degree. He raps more directly with general bars towards his opponent. And like KRS-One said,
going from dang diggy. This is the changing of the guard.
Hold on, brother, man, don't you say nothing. I'm not finished yet, I gotta tell you something.
You now have to make sense of what you said in order for us to give you power.
Let's fast forward to the next era. 1990, House Party, Kid versus Play. There's a reason why there's fucking anniversaries for the movie. Fucking 10-year reunions and shit for the cast. That movie was such a big landmark in hip-hop. Such a big moment. It changed people's lives, literally. You had kids that watched that movie and either wanted to be dancers or rappers after that. Man, if you lived through that era, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. But let's talk about the style of battles. Once again, coming out of that Kool Moe Dee era, it was more, you had to make sense, but still general bars. Still general bars. Bear with me, please. Their first rounds, no directs at each other. None. The second rounds, Play goes first. I think he had 2 directs in there, from what I remember. I pulled it up real quick.
And make you sorry that you ever stepped to this microphone wizard. So come on, place your bet. Is it gonna be me or Eraserhead? Boy, you're going way out. I'm ready to serve you. If you can stay out past your pop's curfew.
Kid, in his second round, only had 1 direct. Everything else, general bars.
There's no missing the words that I laid out. You didn't play, you just got played out.
Play on his name flip. Oh shit, maybe the first name flip ever. Now things are starting to get real interesting in the timeline. Now we in the early 2000s, the mixtape and DVD era. If you lived on the East Coast, especially New York, you know this shit just flooded the whole rap and hip hop industry. Everybody wanted to be a mixtape rapper. Everybody wanted to be on mixtape DVDs. Everybody wanted to create and sell DVDs. It was huge. If you went to Canal Street, you know that was our fucking mall. You could get anything you needed down there before the cops shut shit down years later. You know what I'm saying? The laws started changing and whatnot about piracy. But man, this era was fucking huge. Mixtapes still cost fucking $10 back then. Check these out. Jump in the stash. Who remembers this one? This is a double CD. Can y'all see that shit? This is K-Slay's double CD, Drama Kings. This one right here got fucking Sauce Money, Cameron, the Stan remix on it. I think that's when Cameron and Stan Spit were going back and forth. Do you even know who Stan Spit is? Using Belly. Clue, another one of the bigger mixtape people. I'm gonna get to the DVDs, bear with me. Vote for Cluminati. This shit got fucking Money, Power, and Respect on it by the Locks, Little Kim, and DMX. I could probably put this on eBay for a few dollars. Get like $5, $10 for this. Let's talk about the DVD era. This might be Smack's first DVD. Pardon the bootleg, but whenever I grabbed it, whoever I grabbed it from at that time, I guess had the slim cases, whatever. They was trying to save money. That's why you had the slim cases. They were cheaper. I got some of the official DVDs too. But I think this was the first Smack DVD. I believe so. But who else was around? Everybody and their fucking mother. You had the Come Up. Remember the Come Up? You had All Access. Remember that? You had We Still in the Streets. You had Where French Comes From, how he got on and how he started to network and meet people in the industry. Cocaine City. This is where Coke Boys comes from. Y'all see that? You got Blow. Oh, you got Street Sweepers and Sub-Zero. K-Slay was getting in on the action. You got Hoods. You got The Raw, R.A.W. So y'all don't think I'm mispronouncing it. The Raw Report. You got that. Cutmaster C was in on the action. Cheddar. I just grabbed a few from my collection, dusted it off just to put it in this video for y'all, but I'm just making the point of now we in the mixtape DVD era, and I'm gonna string that to the next era of battle rap. Stay with me. Now we got street battles going on. We in that era heavy, even though street battles always been happening, but now they're picking up in the streets. In two places particular, New York and Philly. From what I seen and from the buzz that I remember, it was really, of course, sooner or later you had Grind Time getting created, doing a lot of on-camera battles. But in the street, you got Philly and New York going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I looked up some of the Cicero battles. I also looked up T-Rex versus NH. The upload date on YouTube is 2006. That's almost 10 years ago. 2006 for those battles. And that's just the upload date. Remember, YouTube was created in 2005. So for all I know, those battles could have happened 2004, 2005, and got uploaded in 2006. I don't know. Y'all let me know that. I don't know when those battles actually happened. That's the upload fucking date. So you got people like Rex, you got people like Mook, you got NH, you got a lot of Philly battle rappers, Facial to Fever, Realistic.
It ain't nothing for me to touch the ball. I grip my poking and twisting and cut the ball. These little rascals can tackle but try to rush the ball. I'll bust a for it, a bust it, then break the busting for.
You got the Money Grip Gang with Chaos. I showed y'all one of my favorite closings with Chaos.
Y'all niggas want war, that's what the gun's for. You scared to come out then drive through the front door. Pull him out, ram his head with the trunk door. This man Ryan trying to show him what the pump for.
You got all these new Philly and New York battle rappers that's popping up. But coming from the last era, coming from the mixtape era, that's what people are showing up with to these battles.
Dog, I hit your block with big nickels of that tan shit. It was all butter like the popcorn damn shrimp. A couple slugs that make his van flip off the van whip. They asking when the van whip. It's Van Nish. You spit down on the radio. I'm a burn rhyme. You spit down on the radio. Yo.
Mixtape verses. A lot of people say that Rex or Mook used to recycle a lot of his old rounds with different opponents. It's not that he was cheating. Today that shit is called cheating, but back then, that's what everybody was doing. You were showing up to your opponent with mixtape verses, coming out of the mixtape era, okay? That's what was going down. That's what the fuck was going down. Now back to street DVDs. You got DVDs in New York and DVDs in Philly that are starting to put some of these street battles on their DVDs. Smack did that. I forget which was the first one that he put on DVD. It might have been Mills vs. Mook. That might have been it. Whichever one it was. Could have been Uncasa and Rex. I forget. But whichever one it was. In the streets. I'm in the streets at the time. I fucking remember. The biggest buzz from the DVD, the Smack DVD at that time, was the battles. That's what was getting all the attention. It was like outshining the rest of the footage on the DVD. So what would make sense to me is to continue to do them. I don't know if that was Smack's decision or whatever the case may be, but that's what I'm seeing from the street level. So then you got battles like, you got T-Rex versus Midwest Miles. The general consensus in this, I always thought Rex won that battle, but in the street, people were saying Miles won. And that's why Miles got Lux on the next DVD. The next street battle that ended up on the DVD. You know what I'm saying? But you got this DVD era, and of all the DVDs that's really going down and having battles on them, Smack is probably becoming the most popular one. You know what I'm saying? He's becoming the most popular one. Now, during this era, once again, you got mixtape material, but it's mixed with more directs. But you still got shit like when motherfuckers is rapping about what they got. Like you got motherfuckers rapping about their watches and their cars and what color their car is and all that shit. Check this clip out.
I'm the hell up in armor like Tommy Gibbs. I'll show you where the shotty is, where the purple color Maserati is. I'm the Bruno Mali kid. That's known to get had from the Ducati twins and the teriyaki Benz. I got the watch with the meanest cuts. Might see me with the meanest sluts, blunts with the greenest guts. Cherry eyes when I steam the Dutch. Talk slick, your whole team get touched with all the beans and pumps. Why's that? My whole team is nuts. Porsche truck colored cream and pus, and the seats colored cream and plum, and my piping colored cream and rum. Fuck ice, the whole team is numb. I'ma spit till the demons come.
In the streets, we're still judging these battles. People are still there live or watching these DVDs, and then the buzz in the barbershops and all of that shit is who won and who lost. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're general. This is real talk during that era. Now, I don't mean to skip over grind time. The reason why I'm trying to stick more so to New York activity and Philly activity, because that's what I was 100% in tune with. You know what I'm saying? I really was making sure to get my hands on all the Philly DVDs and all the New York DVDs and mixtapes, so I don't mean to skip grind time, but that's why. So, fast forward out of this DVD phase, we get the creation of URL, the Ultimate Rap League. Okay? So what's different here? Isn't the first main event for URL Math versus Rex? What's different at this point now? Now we're moving a little bit out of the DVD era. The difference now is the artists are being booked and they know who they're about to battle. Another evolution in the timeline. Okay? Look at Math's third round towards Rex. It's all tailored material. It's about stories about his chain or his ear or why he dislikes him and all that shit. Now we're in an era where you get to prep personal material for motherfuckers. And now we're in a new era of battle rap. The current day era of battle rap. Bookings. Don't show up here with no mixtape verses anymore because you knew who you was battling. You get a chance to tailor your shit. Right? That's what the fans is asking for and looking for the most part in current day battle rap. That's why we want to see storylines. That's why we want to see build-up. That's why we want to see trailers of two people arguing. That type of shit. Because now you know your opponents. Okay? It's not on the spot anymore. It's not a cipher anymore. It's a new era. Now let's talk about how we judge all of these eras of battle rap as we transition from 1981 all the way to today in 2015. Okay? How the fuck do we judge these battles? I'm gonna use two battles from current day, and then I'm gonna make my final point. I wanna use Calico versus Lux.
You know, it's real good that he gave you pride. Every son should be proud of his father. And I look at my little one, and I want the same for mine. That's why when I look up at you, I see what he can go through when a father don't take the time. You know, I think it's real fucked up. Hold up.
If you hear the crowd reaction, you hear Busta Rhymes and all of this shit, that wasn't a punchline. It was just a moment that he created when he said that. It was just real rap that people was just feeling at the time. Just like, oh shit. Yes, it was directed towards Calico, but it wasn't a traditional punchline. A traditional punchline is like, let's say what niggas say was the best punchline of last year. You know, Daylight versus Chilla Jones. You know, you get the open hand, the fist, or the deuce, rock, paper, scissors. That's a traditional punchline. But how can you get the crowd to react if it's not a traditional punchline in this new era of battle rap? It's simple. You create a moment. So now I gotta talk about Daylight versus Oops, because I do see sometimes when people say, I like Daylight's verse a little bit better because it was more direct, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. This isn't about, you know, who you pick as a winner. I'm just trying to make a point about judging rounds. So the whole debate that you see happening here and there through battle rap is about your bars being directly towards your opponent. So if you got Math versus Chilla Jones and he uses part of his third round to go at Disaster, you know what I'm saying? Or if you got Disaster versus Chilla Jones and Disaster uses part of his round to talk about PH, even though he doubled that into Chilla Jones at the end, but still. If you use Oops' third round and he's talking about his daughter, at the end of the day, how are we judging this shit? That's not direct. We judge it the same way we judged in 1981. We judge it the same way we judged in the 90s, the same way we judged in the DVD era, and the same way we should be judging today, which is just pure getting the fan to move. Period. That's what an MC is. Purely getting a fan to move. What do we call filler? If it's just I gotta sit there and I'm waiting for something, what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a punchline, or to go down a level, I'm waiting for a moment. Okay? That's the way you fucking judge a battle. Who gave you more moments? Alright, y'all. That's it. I'm out of here. Everybody please jump in the comments. I'm gonna log on to the channel myself. I'm gonna try to go back and forth with y'all in the comments for this particular video as much as possible. So definitely drop a comment. Let's talk about this open discussion. Any bloggers that want to respond, let's make it an open discussion. I think we can have some fun with this one as well. I'm curious, man, how do y'all judge a battle? I just broke down for you how I not only judge a battle across all eras, but also today. That's how I judge. What about y'all?